Good morning, Salon B here, and I want to talk about my family um, in the Great Migration. The Great Migration was during the time where, after the Emancipation Proclamation, 90% of the blacks moved to the West or the North or the Midwest because they were tired of working for nothing and slave labor and the violence that was in the South. They got tired, so they walked away. It was called, they used to call it the Exodus from the South. Well, my grandfather, my great grandfather, and my great grandmother, they left the South because they got tired of it. My grandfather left his brother in South Carolina and the rest of his family to go to Baltimore. And this is where my grandmother comes in. This is my grandmother right here on the top right. And she was born in Baltimore. But they also were Eastern Stars, and my grandmother is Blackfoot Indian. She has Blackfoot Indian on her birth certificate. So they migrated to the north because they wanted to do for themselves. They wanted to find an identity, and so they did. They migrated with the rest of the 90 million blacks that left the South. And my mother she has the same history. My grandfather on my mother's side left the South. He was from Woodville, Georgia. He left Woodville, Georgia, and they went to Detroit. Most of the black people that left the South, they either went into Detroit, they went to New York, they went to Chicago, they went to Indiana, they went to those cities where there was work. Okay? So I'm all for another exodus. We have to leave the plantation or the Democrat plantation just like my grandparents left the plantation in the South in the early 1900s. So this is why I am so adamant about black people getting their ass off that Democratic plantation, because millions of black people did it. They walked away from the South, even during all of the brutalization and all the killing that the Ku Klux Klan was doing to us at the time. Even all that was going on, still 90 million black people moved from the South and moved out to the northern areas and the western areas of the United States of America. We can do it. We can do it. My grandparents did it, so I know I'm going to do it again. I'm not going to be a slave to nobody. I am going to walk away. I voted Democratic when Barack Obama was in office. I voted again when George Bush was in office. No more will I be voting for the Democrats. No more. I'm going to take the stance that my grandparents took and move on. I hope that you all do the same thing. I wanted to share a little bit of history to y'all about me and my family and what I've been through and what my family went through. They migrated from the South to the North to get away from the Democratic plantation. And I'm going to do the same. Like, share, subscribe, Salon B. Have a great day.